story, but the commentators translate and highlight the story for the audience, and it's a fun job, but it's tougher than it sounds.
This is the world's location he's at right now, guys.
Around the globe, and we're gonna put them to the test. Whoever winds up on top will have the opportunity at fame, fortune, and the chance to cast here at the Cobb Energy Center, home of Hirez Studios' HRX Smite World Championship. Like I said, it's tough, but we're gonna see who comes out on top and who is the caster.
Doug the Dwarf. Supersonic Blur. Some of these names. Ah, Shadow Boy. Shadow Boy's good. Rabies? Was his name just Rabies? Unexceptional. What? I know Freight Train. Freight Train's cool. What the fuck are some of these names?
So we had hundreds, if not thousands, of applicants coming through here, and we whittled it down to you 10 people. So first of all, congratulations, welcome. Give yourselves a round of applause.
They're all wearing suits.
Esports, you don't really get a chance to get comfortable. You're always running. So your first mini challenge starts right now. Let me introduce you to your first guest judge. Representing the realm, it's Nick Pretty Hair Keogh.
Yes, Hirez Pretty Hair.
Man, excited for you to be here. So Nick is going to set you guys up for your first mini challenge. The floor is yours.
All right, guys, first off, congratulations for making it this far in the caster challenge. Now, this first mini challenge, it's gonna be about how you look. Now, Twitch chat, it's a cruel mistress. No matter if you're tall, you're short, you're fat, or you're skinny, Twitch chat will rip you apart.
You're fat.
So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what you guys have chosen to wear today, because part of being a caster is being on camera.
Dressing is important. First impression matters.
I basically wore a costume of what I always wear.
You know what? This is a reality show, and if you're not prepared, they're gonna throw curveballs at you. They're gonna do these things to deter you and to try to, you know, get you out of your comfort zones.
Well, my man, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for us real quick?
Hi there, I'm Jonathan, SSB Web. So right now I actually work in a small embroidery company. I'm a production and shipping manager down working in a small factory, which is it's stressful work, but it's been flexible.
I should not have watched this.
From the EU.
I'm gonna try not to be mean.
United Kingdom. And, well, the only one to be able to represent the UK.
His pants are too long.
See how that goes.
Awesome. Well, you're representing it very well right now. I like that you are decked out head to toe. You are ready to go, which is very good because, like F. said, we don't have a moment to get comfortable here in this competition. I do like that you are wearing the bow tie.
He stole the bow tie.
The other men that are all in full attire here, you are separating yourself to some degree, and of course, you do have the flow, which is an important factor for me, as always.
I'm not seeing the flow.
I wasn't expecting anything like that, but I can understand where it came from, and it made total sense.
Go ahead and introduce yourself for me, man.
Hi, my name is Paul Raby Santoro, and I'm from Long Island, New York. I'm a full-time streamer. I've done jobs on the side. I was
roasting and pointing stuff
full-time
out.
salesman for Chevrolet for a year, salesman for Bose. So I do a lot of sales jobs before I started chasing the gaming industry.
So just like F. I see you got the snapback on, no real suit attire, so not quite ready to cast, but at the last second here, it does look like you put on some nice shoes. I'd say probably my favorite shoes in the whole cast. I don't know, Tom, is this some sort of Long Island thing?
Yes, I mean, this is basically dressed up for Long Island. You got the nice jeans on, the shiny shoes, fresh fit, fresh lineup. That's the most important part. So I can't hate on this too much, but I know you got your own prerogative.
Well, it is important to always
Dude,
be
I
at
rolled
the
up to
ready
this in
go
Jordans.
Here, so as we head forward into the competition, we'll be expecting a little bit more effort than a V-neck in the morning.
I understand. In all fairness, I did bring a blazer for the onset portion. I just didn't wear this because they told me we were filming in a field. So I did not wear it. I didn't show up in the proper attire. That was my fault. I'm here to make it up in the commentary part.
All right, my man, go ahead and introduce yourself for us. Tell us where you're from as well.
My name is Patrick Schoaf. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but I live in Omaha, Nebraska right now. I've never really been in front of a camera, except for a Kickstarter video.
What the
But that's
fuck?
for a board game.
Okay.
My
And
man
are
is
these
gonna
blue
be
Nikes
nervous
a
as
Nebraska thing?
fuck.
You got the kind of the opposite going on Long Island does.
What
This
the
is all
hell?
comfort right here. If we have to be standing all day, I'm not going to be in some nice dress shoes.
Bro, you're
I
rocking
need to be
some
in
shit
my soft
Nikes. What are you
soles.
doing?
I feel that
My man
sometimes
dropped
though, you might be
$100 on some
completely
shit
on
shoes.
camera, and that's going to throw off your whole outfit, but I will say you do look like a smite caster right now. They are always done up about to the waistline there. Tom, you know a little bit more about that.
I'm always dressed to the nines. I don't know what Mr. Keough is getting on, but yeah, the shoes, man, I can't be behind them. I don't mind the jacket and the jeans. That's like part of the digs, right?
His tie's a little fucked
esports.
up.
We're not buttoned up 100%.
He's got the, what is this shit called? It's not a
shoes,
handkerchief.
man,
Whatever that is, it's tucked
just
away. It's not pulled up. It's not showing off the purple.
Nah.
Dude's
I'll
too
set my game up
big.
tomorrow.
Pants are weird.
Yeah.
I think F. Dot was too hard on my shoes. These are cool shoes. These are nice shoes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Did appreciate all the
I
compliments.
don't even remember his name, dude.
Top half of me, but
Shitty shoe guy.
he's wearing
New
sneakers
name.
too. What's that, F. Dot?
Dude, I just showed. I wear my
My
Yeezys
shoes
to
are dope.
Hirez every time.
Hi, my
The
name's
best
Nathan
traveling
Cosby.
shoes.
I am 23
Shadow
years old.
Boy!
I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I just graduated
Shadow
from
Boy.
school, and I did have a job as a manager at Radio Shack, but that actually went out of business, so I just kind of focused on school for the remainder of my senior year.
So where's the effort here today in the outfit? I mean, Shadow Boy, we go way back. Where you trying to step up today for me? I thought, you know, it's been a long time since I've seen you. I thought you'd get a little dressed up for me, maybe. I got dressed up for you.
Well, you got dressed up for me, and I'm gonna bring my A game, but right now today, I was like, let me introduce myself on a nice casual level, show people, you know, that inner Shadow Boy, get nice and up close with the viewer.
Okay.
We've been around the
Yeah, I
Spike
feel
for
it.
a long time. I'm pretty sure this is your only outfit. Black tee, white sneaks, and a pair of jeans with the chain out. I respect it, but yeah, you gotta have the suit next time.
I mean, my man Major, he didn't even have the shoes on. You know, he came super casual. So, Major, you got to step up your game, bro. You can't do that again. You're on the chopping block.
I can agree to a certain extent. When you look around and see that the rest of your peers are dressed up in extremely formal wear, it's definitely something that you have to take note of. But at the same time, I feel
Bro,
like just-
I'd have worn what he wore, but nicer shoes.
So like I said, this is a mini challenge, so there is a reward. The winner, which Nick will pick, is gonna be able to pick their teammate for the first main challenge. Now, I know who I like, and I know who I definitely don't like, but I'm not the judge. It's all about Nick.
I'm gonna have to give this one to my man down here on the end. Head to toe, he's got the bow tie, got the hair all taken care of as well. I know that's an extra step in the morning.
Bro,
I feel you on that
there's
one.
no way that dude won. There's no fucking way.
Out of all the people here, we both know each other the best. I'm just happy that I made the choice to wear the bow tie today.
So now that we got the two Johns together, they're gonna go ahead and be their own partner. Everybody else, we're just gonna round
Wait.
you guys up. So we're
Is
gonna
Ron
get you guys all
Jobber
set,
his
and then we'll
teammate
have
he
the main
picked?
challenge.
What the fuck?
I mean, it's good to be picked, and it was.
Oh, no,
and
him,
John
okay.
and I did a
Whew.
practice
I
cast
thought I picked
yesterday
Ron
before
Jobber.
we came in, so
Fuck me.
I have an idea of what it's like to work with him. So I mean, it's nice to have, I guess, a little bit of comfortability going into it, but it also feels nice, you know, that he thinks I'm someone worth working with. But I've been happy working with anybody. I'm happy to carry if need be.
Welcome to the studio, folks. We just finished up our mini challenge, and before we get into our main challenge, let me introduce you to the faces and personalities that will be doing the judging here at the caster. First of all, it's going to be Mr. Alex Golden Boy Mendez. You know him from Worlds at least once a year, and maybe some other things as well. Hello, Kelly Link over here, right in the middle, former Hirez sweetheart. And then, of course, we have my favorite misanthrope himself. It's Hindu Man. Everybody, say hello to yourselves, and let me talk to Golden Boy specifically. Man, I only really get to see you once a year. How you doing, boss?
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited to be here. Clearly, when this show was being planned out, they needed someone with the experience, the poise, and most importantly, they needed someone who was a global icon and a national treasure.
Clearly, that's what we were going for with Mr. Golden Boy. Kelly, I mean, we just wanted to bring you back here for some reason.
Oh, he's
really
so
glad you guys
fucking
did.
cool.
I mean, I miss you guys. It's been over a year since I've done anything with Hirez and Smite, and I'm just so excited to see everyone again and to work with you all, and more importantly, to see these 10 contestants try and become the next caster.
Yeah, just like we needed an excuse to bring Kelly back, we need an excuse to do something with Hindu Man. So he's here too. What's up, dude?
Yeah, not much, you know, same old stuff that happens at Hirez. One day I'm working, the next day, like, go judge some randoms that'll want to try and be a caster. So that's why I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you decided to dress to the nines for us, really pulling out all the stops.
I just joined a local baseball team, and I was just trying to get into the mix of it. I learned what a shortstop was, and I think I'm going to play that position.
I'm going to shortstop you right there, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the main challenge. Our 10 contestants are going to get together and actually cast a game of Smite. They've had no practice with their partner before the main challenge, and they have to cast the game in its entirety. Everybody's new, so feel out your partner and use the pace of the game as a challenge. Work with the clock, not against it.
Hey guys, can I get a minute from you all? Yeah. Bit of an update. Last minute switch because, you know, it is the caster after all. You all drew names out of the box earlier on. The bad news is that might not be the person you're working with. So what's going to happen now is you're all going to redraw your names out of the box once again. Luckily enough, you won the competition earlier on, so that pair stays the same. But everybody else has to redraw.
Partner and I, Patrick, were feeling so good. We were talking about our synergy. We had everything worked out. So when they threw it our way, we both thought, no, what's happening?
Where's Paul? Oh, is Paul doing an outtake? I can have one of those? Oh, stealing already. Hey, sorry, I know you're recording. I found the box, so I decided to redraw everybody and pair them differently. Yeah. I think it's a really good idea. So your new partner is going to be freight trained now.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
Sounds good.
I'll leave the box with you now. I've had my fun. I'll see you later.
And we found his nervous tick. He plays with his earring.
I
So
don't
he's
like that
fucking up,
whatsoever.
and he starts going like this.
For 2-3 hours with a commentator style, coming up with an approach at the challenge, and I mean, I don't know. I'm ready for anything. I really am, but that's a nice curveball. Interesting.
It was kind of surprising, but at the same time, after this morning, I'm kind of desensitized to the surprises that could come or are to come.
I think I've lost something. We had that dimension. We had something special between me and Major.
I don't like it because we've spent the last, last little bit kind of practicing building up a synergy.
My
with our
man!
partner from this morning, and then they're separating us. I mean, I can see why, but I'm not a fan, I guess.
I really would love a little practice with him to make sure that our synergy is on point, but I guess we're just gonna have to figure it out live. Hi
Bro, my
everybody,
dude
I'm
had a
Unexceptional, and
church
this is
voice.
Ron Jobberts. This is Ron Jobber here. Welcome to Smite. We have Obey versus Dignitas to start it off.
Minions just spawning here. We have Maniac over on the Osiris Captain Twig running the Robin Jungle. Pretty Prime on the Thoth in the mid lane. Emilzy support Athena. Ataraxia on his favorite Rama there.
Meanwhile, on the other side, we got Dignitas in the red jerseys. We've got Cubo Fred in the jungle as Nemesis. We've got Zyos in the looks like AD carry role as, no, actually in the middle lane as Kronos. We also have Arkel in the AD carry role as Kernos. Trickstank in the support role as Amaterasu, and Variety in the soul lane as Kabrakan.
That boy
Both
fucking
teams
up.
look pretty aggressive. I would say that I would give a slight
Yeah, hold
advantage
on.
over to Obey, who has a bit more of a, we're going to invade early on with that Ravana jungle. My new partner is actually also my roommate, so we kind of talked a little bit last night. We haven't actually gotten casting practice together because a lot of the guys and girls in between the time that we had was just doing practice casting and a couple of matches. So, I don't have that direct experience, but I'm sure we can kind of iron out the trade-offs and everything like that in the spare time.
Shadow's great. I think we still have a really good shot at the competition this afternoon.
Some of the members of Obey are pushed pretty far into the jungle of Team Dignitas, and on the other side, Team Dignitas conversely into the jungle of Obey. So what do you think the impact of these
Bro, he looks like he's hungry and there's food on the other side of the camera.
For sure, they're very aggressive, and that's important because right now you see they're doing
That's
a
a
little
grocery
attacking.
list.
The spot is not that great, yet they're taking damage, and that's some free damage right there. That's the worst maybe trade of damages in the history of ever. I mean, generally speaking, I guess they need to right now chill out a little bit.
I want to talk a little bit here about some of the builds that they're going to think are very important, especially with Ataraxia over in EU. He's always innovating over there in that hunter role. But if you give me just a moment here, a lot of aggression to Arkill on that Kurnos. Are they going to be able to find that kill? Actually, they're changing their target over to Trip State. They got them very low, but not able to secure any kills there. Obey's going to back off, maybe.
Bro, the Sonic Blur can't get in a word.
Over in the soul lane.
And Nemesis looking like she wants to come over and gank the Osiris, but he's going to be safe under his own tower. They're instead going to go back and maybe do some invading over here on this blue buff.
He's
I
still
like
getting used
that
to
big black guy.
working with a partner. Some of the cues were missed. Some
fast.
cues were dropped between the two of us.
Yeah, I felt like I may have let my partner go on a little bit too long. I knew going into it he could be a little long-winded, but I think maybe that's something that could have hurt it. Even to the point where he's kind of speaking over me a little bit. But I mean, really, aside from that, I thought everything else we were doing was pretty on point. I wanted to ask you a little bit here about. We saw Obey take those oracles.
Hang on just a second. Mystic Rush goes through, looking like this may potentially be the first, but Meditation comes out from Emilzy as well, looking to do a lot of good work right now.
Nice wall from Karakin.
Indeed, he's going to just try and ground and pound. Looks like a full disengage. Kronos has made his way over, and that's going to be
Robin for the first blood, just blown up on a bad rotation from him and a great rotation from Team Dignitas.
Obey knew that he used his immunity early to get away from that stop time, but he went back in because he thought he was a tanky monster, but he honestly died.
I get it. Early game. Oh, we got some pigs happening.
Arkle putting on a lot of pressure, but Ataraxia gonna get away with a good roll.
Patrick and I are roommates, and we were actually gonna pick each other to begin with, so I'm really happy. He said that he's a lot well-versed in play-by-play, or at least he claims to be. I haven't heard him cast. Well, I mean, we were all practicing, so it was a bit of a mess, but we both know Paladins and Smite, and we're friends, so I'm really excited.
We've hung out, feel like we've got some synergy. Hopefully we're gonna do a good job.
Ultimate here. Yeah, it looks like some action is continuing over into the jungle. Captain Twig taking a lot of damage, getting chunked down by the enemy Team Dignitas, who is going to fall, if anyone at all. Captain Twig still in a lot of damage with just a little help left. He is taken down by Nemesis, and then Arkle getting the kill onto the Rom as well, so Ataraxia is out of the equation.
So Gabby, she's
no way
okay.
this
She's
is
amazing. I
fucking
had
real,
the chance to
bro.
talk with her, to know her a little bit more, and she's a shoutcaster. So we're done. We're Gucci.
So if you can win these early fights, which they're doing, I mean, they have about a 700 gold lead right now. They are winning just based on, I don't know, CC, just making sure that the other team's abilities are down and they can kind of win for free.
Right now, Team
Bro, this
Dignitas
is the best shit Hirez done in a while.
Emilzy way out of position.
Emilzy just, he thought he could clear the lane, but it turns out he couldn't. He lied to himself, and that is very common.
If you're a solo laner and you know Athena's on the map, you always have to be fearful of when they want to try and tower dive you. And Osiris is such a great champion for that. But over in the left side of the map, they are trying to bully out this Toth. He is able to get to a safe distance, and now you're seeing a lot of ultimates pop here. But all Obey wants to do is disengage. They don't want to continue this fight.
Pretty Prime will use his beads there, so that is off the table. Great shot through the wall. Ataraxia, he is up in the sky looking for the shots. He'll find one. He can't find the last one, though.
This team fight here has been a bit of a slobber knocker. They're getting a lot of damage up, but no kill secure just yet. I think it's because the Gold Fury just recently respawned. That's why we're seeing a lot of aggression.
What the fuck?
Already, Team Dignitas managing to take out those oracles.
What in the world
I mean,
is
I don't know too
going
much about
on?
Rabies personally. We'll get to know each other
All
here a
right,
little bit. But
the
I heard
Italian
he's
guy
a
and fucking, I don't remember that guy's name.
Comes to the games.
Big black guy
He's
are my favorite.
Rusty on Smite, but that's my strong suit. I'm a little bit on the Paladin side. That's his strong suit, and I think that will be a better pairing than, you know, even previously what I had before.
Well, the Fire Giant's going to be an option once these Hunters get that pen fully online. We've got a Hasten Fatalis and the Kins. Once that Kernanos ends up filling up that Titan's Bane, we should be looking pretty good for him. Rama on the other side, Ataraxia, got the Hasten Fatalis. He's looking for that Kins next. So you do have a little bit of a level lead and gold lead advantage going toward the Dignitas Hunter.
Absolutely, and here we have Sir Nunos as he hits level 20, the first one to reach that mark. He's snowballing quite well, and he's in control.
Ooh, he is doing work. I mean, level 20 already. I mean, that's exactly what you want near that 20-minute mark. As we do see the right-hand tower, this could get sieged here. About a quarter HP as they're looking maybe fight in the jungle area.
Freight Train with
and the
no
next
emotion.
team to win the next team fight, we'll go for
And
that
my
Fire
other
Giant,
boy-
hoping that, you know, as long as they're not down, as we see here, Team Dignitas headed over the Gold Fury, trying to make something happen, but it will be a contested.
He's forced to use his ultimate, and Defender of Olympus
is
just
happening?
used to keep him in a safe position as the rest of Team Dignitas is hot on the chase.
Maniac is going to fall. Here is he. He's going to get out. No, there he goes. Finally, zeros.
The tower is now adding damage to the fight, forcing Team Dignitas to back off, go right into the jungle, into safety, find some comfort in those leaves.
Man, that Chronos so good, so much swag, so much ShamWow. Is right there, is keeping all the CCs in the right spot, and basically is just killing over and over and over. He is the man for the team fight.
The synergy wasn't there as much as I would have hoped, which I braced myself
This guy
for
is the
a
best.
little bit,
He has to be
but
on this
I
until
think
the
that
end.
was
I don't want him. I
probably
don't care if he wins. He just has to be around
Obey
for a
down
while.
almost 10,000 gold, and we're starting to get to the...
There's some poke right there.
There's
See,
some good poke
that's
and
a good
taunt.
pick attempt, but the team is around him.
Yeah, there's no follow-up. Oh, here comes the Osiris ult, and Ataraxia picks up Cubo Fred from a distance. Maniac goes down for his aggression.
The Fire Giant's going to do a lot of work in this engagement. Zeros finds Captain Twig, and they're just chasing the taunt from Emilzy. Is gorgeous to save his team for a moment, but can't find any kills.
Absolutely, and Team Dignitas, they do have a one-man advantage, but somebody on Obey had triggered the Fire Giant, and they were taking unneeded DPS.
For a guy that doesn't do Smite that much, he did great. The only thing I would say really about Rabies is the word absolutely was used a lot of the times, and as far as a transition and leading back into it, that was probably, you know, an aspect that he could look to improve.
Absolutely, and now we have Team Dignitas starting to push those towers down.
Look at that attack speed.
That's insane, and I mean, let's be realistic here. Nobody on Bay can really stop them.
In the jungle, if you're going to go adventuring out on your own at this point in the game, you'd better be mobile.
Ron Jobber looks so nervous.
Look at Robin's build. He has Jotun's Wrath. He has all Pen. He has Titan's Bane, Wingblade. He's not
building like a solo laner. He can't W at you permanently. Like pretty much whenever you play a Raven and he's completely tanking, he's level 20, it's late game, he can run at you and he basically adopts you. You become his son.
Yeah, I mean, that's also helping out a little bit. I mean, Ceranos is just doing what he can. This Phoenix, pretty prime, trying to charge up the ulti, and he'll let it go, but not going to connect right there. But the wild hunt into the wall. Qvofred with an easy kill on a measly Emilzy. He'll get a double kill as well. The hunter for the Obey falls down.
I'd say most of their biggest problem is they're like nervous and they're saying words. They're trying to be too fast.
Just call me a doctor, man. They need some help. These boys are in trouble. I mean, they just got wiped right there. I mean, Pretty Prime makes an attempt, but what can you do?
Hey, they need more than some help, brother. 16-4. They have the Fire Giant, and I actually just ran off, but that's going to be the game. Pure domination in favor of Dignitas.
Absolutely. Dignitas really showed up in that in the draft.
I had a couple stumbles, but besides that, I think
I want to see him cast Paladin.
I feel really good.
If he doesn't play Smite.
The main point is that it was a bunch of fun, and I think that we didn't mess up anything, and it was really relaxed and friendly, and Patrick and I are buds, so I think we nailed it.
There were a few, just a little missed synergies between Shadow and I, but overall, I think we nailed it.
I do think he was a bit long-winded, maybe talking on and on a little bit too long. So if we can.
Oh, this guy hates that other dude.
I'd be happy to cast with him anytime.
No, low-key is thinking, don't fucking ever match me with this dude again. He's a son of a bitch.
So our contestants are here, and it's finally time to have them meet the judges. The judges are going to ask them a couple of questions before we cut anybody. So, Golden Boy, Kelly, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Tom. The first two contestants that we'd
Mike?
like to see up is John Finch and Supersonic Blur.
Supersonic Blur.
Can we get some mics?
He nailed it each and every time. Like you clearly have a voice for this, and it's great. Like keep going, right? Like you guys had a pretty damn good close. So I would say that was definitely a win for me. But John, just slow it down. When you were in your play-by-play, the pacing actually was fantastic.
You slowed down during your play-by-play.
Yeah, you slowed down. But then in the analytical segments, you were just like zipping through them. And I think that could be because of Blur, which again, just food for thought moving forward. But overall, you know, I was okay with it.
Yeah, the synergy wasn't great, guys, but you individually were fantastic, and you guys are safe. So congratulations.
Knowing there's areas that we can both still improve on, knowing that there's that stuff that we can come in and work on is great. I came here to learn and to show what I've got, and I want to be able to show that I can keep growing until I get something that's exactly what it should be.
No bullshit. That guy gets his hair done. He will be the best looking dude out of all of them.
Been doing this kind of thing for a long time, so it was great to hear.
And then his voice was good for this shit. We didn't get to hear him cast that much, though. We don't know how he did.
Mr. Ron Jobbert and Patrick Schoaf.
Schoaf.
What?
Schoaf.
Close enough. It'll do. You guys were a really interesting pair for me because neither of you seem to know any sort of play-by-play. It kind of worked out as time went on, at least for me personally. Patrick, I think you did the right thing at the right time of realizing that neither of you were play-by-play and someone was going to have to take control of that and run with it. There's definitely things to improve on there, such as repetition of the same words like there goes and here comes. But overall, it wasn't a bad decision based off the pair you ended up working with. You guys are safe, and you deserve to be safe.
I just wanted to let it be known, though, that Ron, you would have potentially been in the bottom if it wasn't for Patrick.
The chemistry there was really helpful, obviously, because if not, I'm
Ron, you got carried, bitch.
Presumably.
I feel great being safe.
He's like,
that was maybe the most intense experience of my life.
Good.
I was less nervous getting
Kelly with the fucking woo,
Gabriella,
coming out the gate.
Please step up.
Yo, don't kick my man.
Hi. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Good.
Don't kick my dude.
So, I just want to say, one, for Mirlo, for a guy whose language is not English as a first language. I don't even speak English very well, to be 100% frank with you. You knew your weaknesses, right? A good commentator has to know their weaknesses and their strengths.
There's a lot of people that converse over each other full sentences, but you were giving these little pows and bams of like, oh, look at that, and it just made the action more palpable. The only issue that I had with you, Tigress, is that you held on to the action a little too long. You could have potentially let Merlot have it, but you, Merlot, were picking it up. Anytime she dropped it, you would pick it up right where she left it off, would mention something that she said, and Tigress, you even did the same thing. Anything that Merlot was talking about, you would always make sure that you added on to it, and that's very important.
For me, I can feel your passion. Like, you got the passion of an Italian, I can hear it in your voice when you talk. It comes through clear to me. Your knowledge, though, different story. That's going to be picked up a little bit more in this competition going forward. If you want to keep going in, you might have done okay today so far, supposedly, but that knowledge has got to get up there too. Bring the passion as well as the knowledge.
So for that, you guys are the winners of our competition today.
What?
Congratulations.
My man won? My boy! Merlot! Good
Yeah, I
shit,
think everyone
homie.
was kind of worried
Let's
going
go.
into eliminations, and my mind
Dude, you
automatically
don't roast my boy.
goes into hyper self-criticism mode.
Sick
What
'em,
did I do
alright?
wrong? What can I improve upon? So hearing the positive feedback.
How is
Man, it's unbelievable. You know, it's incredible. I was so much done for. I was so stressed. I was sweating bullets, and I was.
I love this guy.
You know?
Yes, he was a wedding bullet.
Basically, I was already eliminated in my mind. You know, because I'm Italian. I'm kind of a fish out of water right here, and I don't fit that well.
Well, good,
dude.
and the
I wanna
middle
meet
ground
him.
have certainly been weeded out. We're left with 2 pairs, and someone's got to go home. Judges?
Shadow Boy, step forward for me.
Bro, Shadow Boy's gone already.
Xylo, not Xylo. Didn't know.
Who's playing Brahma, Shadow Boy?
Didn't know.
Who's red team, Shadow Boy?
Red team was team. Let's see here. Don't remember.
What's going on? Like, that's the one thing from the cast that I saw you on today. You were there as the chair 2 alongside Eric, and the one thing that hit me straight away is where's the chair 2 knowledge? Like, where's the basics? You can see the player names on the screen. It's not like we're asking extra things for you to have to research.
Shadow Boy gone.
Should know that.
Yeah.
Eric Rog, please come up. Rog the Dwarf. Your opening was great. You had good pickups, but your play-by-play, your action casting was very weak. It almost seemed like you were relying on your voice too much for it. You have that radio cast voice, and the opening was phenomenal, but then as soon as you ever entered any kind of action, on my opinion, it seemed weak.
All right, Freight Train, come on down. It's very clear that you have the knowledge of Smite, you have the experience and the background. But the thing about this challenge, the thing about this particular challenge, was that it was about the team. It was about cohesion. It was about working together.
You would not let rabies in at all during the fights, and even during the color commentary, you just would continue talking, almost to seem to just like fill the air. But this isn't a show about the analysis desk, it's about casters.
I understood that he was a stronger caster in Paladins versus Smite, so I feel that I was obviously trying to carry the Smite cast a little bit more. That's realistically what it was. It was me just trying to interject more game knowledge versus a weaker Smite caster, whereas he had a strength in a different game.
But at the end of the game, though, when the crescendo moment of the game-ending Titanfall is about to go down, who's the caster that should be doing the close? Should it be the chair 1 or the chair 2?
Chair 1.
What were you in that game?
Chair 2.
That was my problem.
That was the problem.
I was actually mad when I heard that because I felt like as we were talking about it, everything was like, okay, it was like moving on this pace. It wasn't like crazy impressive, but it wasn't like horrendously bad. And then that happened, and I was so bothered by it because in all of my years of commentary, I've never done that to anyone, and no one has ever done that to me, or at least the people that I work with in the industry. And to be a professional commentator, you just gotta know when enough is enough.
I guess last but not least, hopefully we'll see Rabies take a step forward for us.
Why is his name Rabies?
Straight away, personality shining and on display. You clearly didn't know too much about the game, and that's okay, because there's people in the competition that don't either, and they're still in the competition too. You got one really bad shitter phrase. Yeah? Do you know what shitter phrases?
Yeah.
Do you know what your shitter phrases?
Yeah.
What is it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Every time we would wait for the toss. Yeah. Absolutely, we would be able to
We're
select
playing a
them.
mini game with that back here. Every time Frank spoke to you, it was absolutely. I'm like, please, just give me one other freaking word, Rabies. Just one.
Yeah, I knew I was saying it. I guess it's a comfort zone from the lack of Smite knowledge. I guess it's somewhat of a comfort zone to just take the toss back and say absolutely. It was definitely a mistake, though, no question. I'm better than that, yeah.
If you make it past, that is most definitely the thing that you need to improve, and you will be judged harshly on that moving forward.
A lot of talk on a show about professional talkers. Let's cut it down to business. We do have to send somebody home. Not my job. You guys, send them home.
Every single one of these people deserve to be on the show, every single time. But the first contestant that will be leaving this
Shadow Boy and Freight Train. Or that guy in the middle. Yep.
Shadow, I think you know
Shadow
yourself.
Boy, you let me down!
Competition overall, and when you compare to the rest of the lineup today, it just wasn't.
What the fuck?
Looking back on it a little.
He used to cast Smite.
I just didn't bring it the way I usually do. I didn't bring anything that I normally would, so.
God damn.
It's expected.
This is episode 1 of the caster, so we decided to really start things up. You guys don't even know. We need to send somebody else home as well. We're gonna take it from 10 to 8. Y'all probably need another minute, don't you? So
It's gotta be the guy on the right,
I'm
man.
gonna let the judges.
It's the guy on the right or Freight Train.
We're gonna figure out one more person to send out.
There's no way they send the Rabies dude home. I gotta hear him cast Paladins.
We've got 3 people left, and 1 person does have to go home. And the judges took a minute, so Golden Boy, Kelly, and Graham.
Like, why is the black guy the first to go?
Here has capability. I've seen it today. I've seen it. With that being said, we do, because our host is a horrible person, have to remove one more person. Freight Train. Sorry, man, but you're out.
Damn!
Anything you want to say?
I'm supposed to be able to speak, but I can't. I just.
You've been on the grind for a while, Freight, right?
Yeah.
Stay on the grind, because I tell you what, all 3 of us up here have been on the grind before as well. We've all done the grind. You've got a lot of ability. You do, and you have to keep grinding it. And you need to take this.
Bro, they need to get them mic'd.
Not work against.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for joining us, Freight Train.
I think that other guy on the right needed to go, dude.
I came here to win. I personally thought that I was a really good caster, and I thought I was possibly even the best. But I know my issue of over-talking, and I understand what the judges said.
I need to work extra hard. Language will still be a barrier, will still be a problem, but much less from now on. I just need to be more confident, and I need to work harder, so much harder, better, faster, and exceptionally stronger.
Dude, I love this guy.
My heart is still racing from those judges, but thankfully, I'm still here.
I think overall, good luck to the rest of the competition. There's a lot of great talent here for sure, and I'm just gonna go ahead and keep grinding it out and eventually end up in a different situation than right now.
Anybody that has supported me in the past, I appreciate you guys always looking out and liking my casting. I will continue to sit there and do what I can and get better when it comes to Smite casting, so still be on the lookout. I will keep on going.
So today, we went from 10 to 8. Next time, we'll continue on that same train. Myself, Golden Boy, Kelly, and Hindu Man will be here. We'll catch you next time on The Caster.
That was a lot more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Hello and welcome in everybody to Caster Off the Air. This is the kind of after